What is up, fam? If you are new to the channel, I'm Jer Bear, and I got wood. Also, if you're new to the channel, we got good people, good chat. If you catch this when the live's over and you want to follow the chat, I'm hoping some of you guys got some good stories. I'm ready to hear from you guys too. And I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try to have this camera just sit, and I got it up high now. Maybe I can go hands-free. You guys can see the fire, and I can read. That's what I'm shooting for. Man, I can't believe how long it took me to get this fire going. It was playing hard to get for a while. Pop, got that pop to it. What's up, fam? There's no chat showing. Oh, it is. What happened? Mandy, Mike. JV. I got a bunch of wood. I got my whole thing stacked up. A lot of it I had to split, but it was like already sort of seasoned. Just sitting back in the woods. You know, the parks, they'll cut all kinds of trees down, cleaning up. Oh, it needs a split. Scott. Peaceful. I don't have no color things to throw in it tonight, though. I do got those morning glories. I remember somebody commenting that copper, they used to throw copper in their fires. And DJ, and they would use just copper too. I almost thought about throwing pennies in there. I don't have any on me. But I wonder if that would change it. Make it start changing. Whoa! It's funny, that even startles me when I'm not ready for it. I was hoping some of you guys was going to be showing up with some good stories. Hear some of your guys' stuff. Ooh, that was a good one. I'm glad I didn't give a time earlier because I'm way late. It took so long just to get that fire decent. You guys would have been watching me struggle for about half hour. That might have been entertaining though. It's Sabrina. We got wood. Yeah, it probably would have actually been funny to watch. I was getting frustrated too because my wood, I was thinking like this is nice and dry. I was expecting it to go really smooth. That's just it. False expectations breed frustrations. I'm like, oh man, this wood's perfect. It's going to go so easy. It's Sabrina. I know you got a spooky story. Slap some spook on it. Unassociated, hey. And again, hopefully, if we do get some good stories rolling, and anybody is catching this after the live, tomorrow you'll be able to follow along with the chat once it's done processing and everything, if you'd want to. Documentary on the LBL, it is crazy. I don't even know, I haven't got to see any of D's stuff, but I know she's up there. I've been wanting to go there too. That sucker's like 8 hours away though, or maybe more. It's a good ways. So whenever I do go to the LBL, there's going to have to be some other stuff lined up too. Sabrina. Land between the lakes, DJ. What's the LBL? I believe that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it stands for land between lakes. Where? Man, I should have read that story before getting on here so we could talk about that. All that I do know is what intrigued me about it was there's a supposed real dogman attack that happened out there. No, DJ, this one is in Mandy. Hey, Mandy. This one is in Kentucky, I believe. Yeah, Kentucky, the LBL. So anyway, there's reports of a mean dog man or whatever you want to call it out there, and it tore a family, killed a. Can you not say words? I don't know. I don't know what YouTube gets all jacked off about, but Donna did the family. Like the family was taken out, and in like a gruesome manner too. I mean, things were torn all apart. So definitely that'll be cool to go check out. Just to see if, I don't know, what we see or hear. I learned about that one through you guys. LBL was affected by the hurricane. I don't know if it was or not. I know where I'm going here real soon in the future is still affected by the hurricane. But it won't be the LBL, not this time. Saw the live you did earlier, Bear. I'm gonna have to try and find the video with old Shapey Poo. All in all, it did make me laugh, and I guess that's something. And that was not the nickname I gave him anyway. That's just what I seen. Man, not many liking the campfire ghost stories or the fires. Man, that thing's already looking really low. See if we can't get a little of that. Some pancakes? Sausage? You gotta be so disobedient and rebellious, huh? Should be loving that wood. Some good wood. Oh wow. DJ Moore. Met Shape when I was hunting for a missing hiker in Nevada. I have seen him try and help people and just call things out. Oh, that's cool. So you guys was just out, what, in the desert? And there's a, wait, did I read that right? Hunting for, in Nevada. JB just read the story today. Very good. On the LBL. It is a wild story. And I've just actually heard about it recently through you guys. Like, it hasn't been that long ago. But a few of you had mentioned it. It's Sabrina. Beach. Sometimes it could be forever till I get to the LVL, though. It's hard to say. There's so many things I want to. There's so much stuff jumbled up there that I'm wanting to go to. The problem is they're all in such separate directions and far from each other. I am lost. All that leads to is more question and no cooperation from any family. Oh, I missed that one, DJ. Okay, I'm trying to make sense of... Okay, have you ever heard of the M Cave? Yes, and the missing hiker, Kenny Beach. Okay, now, okay, I didn't know when you said beach. I was really lost for a second. Yeah, no kidding. And you can go some different so many just crazy interesting things. Or Mel's Hole. Infinite Seven, what's up? LBL is awesome on Halloween night. They have like a big crazy festival or something down there. JB, the train, and always a train. Never fails. You would think I only filmed in like a 3-mile radius or something, because there's almost a train everywhere I go, it seems like. Although, thinking about it, I don't know if me and Jakey heard a train where we was just at. But there is an abandoned set of tracks nearby. And we never got to do that video. I want to take him back there. Skinwalker Forest, the crazy cave one. Where that hole's at the bottom of the tree leading down to a cave. Massive cave spiders. Sarah, hey Sarah. Infinite's Golem said it gets crazy there. The LBL documentary said 32 people unalived by unknown animal attacks. Scott. Holy smokes, I didn't know that. That's a way higher number. I got to get better read on it. Man, that's going to make that place so much more scarier. Kentucky constitutional carry? Anybody know the answer to that? Kentucky constitutional carry? Hope so. Come on, Kentucky. Another train. If I remember correctly, the last president made a stop. There's a train station down here, just a little one. And I guess he made a stop here, from what I heard. Infinite, have you heard about the Vampire Hotel? And no pew-pew allowed in LBL. I live in Cave City, Kentucky. Man, that's stinky, Infinite. So everybody's a little unsafer down there? Phew, man, I don't know. That's hard to picture. The last time I went down there around the river, some of the good old boys down there, I didn't get that feel at all that that's how it was, but Dagnab, Kentucky. Still love the land, though. Sabrina, Jake must feel so proud about so many people wanting him back. What a good ego boost for his age. Yeah, he just has fun too. He loves nature. Apparently, I think he handles being scared pretty well. Scott would still have a bazooka. Man, I'm telling you, 32 people? 32 people is a lot of people to get ripped up. What's the time span? Anybody know that? Like, is there recent people? I wonder as well. If anybody is well rehearsed on the LBL. I don't know if I could do this, Sabrina. Man, daytime where we went last time, it's so pretty out there. And those big canyons and gorges and the waterfalls. Infinite Google LBL. Always need that heater in the woods. I agree. That's how I was taught. Like I said, man, I don't know when it'll be a long time. But I do want to read about it because it's a cool one to talk about. Especially now that I heard 32. I had no idea on that. DJ, yes, usually. There's a time where was I at? The abandoned turnpike. And I didn't because of, state laws and whatnot. And man, I was so mad at myself. So mad at myself. Me and B, it was an adrenaline rush as all get out. But so yeah, I found myself in the middle of the night kicking myself. And we got back to the truck, I just kept telling him, like, man, like off camera, like, what in the heck? That's crazy. And man, not having nothing, when something like that does end up happening that just scares the crap out of you, or you hear something chart, whatever it is, so much worse. Way, way worse. Like, I was a little mad at myself. Scott was watching some YouTube videos on the LBL. Oh yeah. Man, I don't have the time, but that'd be a good one too. If I can remember to do that when I get to watch a video here and there. LBL on YouTube. Oh yeah, indeed. I wonder what she got. No cardio needed. No, it's funny. Sometimes, man, my heart will be racing. I won't be running or nothing. I'll just be standing there. And my heart will be zinging. Hoping to get a group down in the LBL. Halloween night. Well, at least 21 people, but know about it right now. Has anybody been there yet? I'm guessing Infinite has. Have you explored it at night? DJ. Yeah. That's a good bet. That's a good bet, DJ. The odds are good. It's crazy. You know, this might sound silly. Or gut. I use a gut a lot too. I use my gut, but sometimes I'll do things by odds. And that might sound stupid, but if looking at it and just knowing how I am and what I can do, what I can handle, whatever, just knowing how I am, I'll play the odds in on how good the outcome of me succeeding. If the odds aren't good, I won't do it. But if the odds are good, like high, I'll do it. Sounds stupid, but Like I said, sometimes I do gotta sit there and get myself psyched up for something before I even do it. So it's on the mind, rolling around up there, trying to get pumped for it. Oh man, it is nice and clear. Let me see if I can get you guys that. Any of that coming up? Oh, come on, phone. Huh. Kelly Cole girl. The stars, man. I wish that would come up better for you guys. And eventually, someday, like I said, I'm just starting out. Things still are still pretty rough. But I do want to work with a camera. When I first started YouTube, I tried some different cameras. Here's my mistake. They were all low budget cameras. I didn't like one of them. So there's there was a lot of explorers that never made it just for that even. Or if it's just super duper boring. But I tried multiple cameras, but they were all crappy, and I returned all of them. But someday, if I'm able. So I thought my video quality was decent. I got one of the better phone for videoing. And I think what it is, I think when people watch the lives also, or at night, I mean, come on, if you're filming at night, you need a super duper lot of light for a good picture. I think, I don't know, I'm learning, but I hope this picture's coming in good. Oh man, I was even going to try that microphone. I forgot. Oh, you beautiful people. That's actually better lyrics than "Oh, you lonely." Change it with beautiful. Oh, you beautiful people, where do you all come from? John, hello, friend. I was thinking about going over there and letting my fingertips hang over that heat for a second. So, John, Kelly, I bet you, Kelly, you got a scary story. You missed the LBL chat. Sing my favorite tiny dancer. I'm drawing a total blank, tiny. I got it, but I don't. Well, that was a weird little alarm. Did you guys hear that? Like half of alarm? Tiny dancer. Them coals look nice down there. That's some heat. You fry an egg up on that real nice. John Wood, what is the scariest thing that has ever happened to you? Where's the coffee? I have water sitting beside me right now. In my coffee cup. I know I've been talking about the merch well, I haven't mentioned it for a while, but I was talking about it a long time ago. But I was thinking coffee cups too. Just because I drink so much of it. I'm a fan. Coffee and water all day. I've really been trying to cut back on the coffee. Today I was hitting it hard. I was editing. Oh man, so much, so many straight hours. So I probably drank a little too much coffee today. I've seen dark shadows at night. Dark shadows at night. Oh, that coffee pot? That was nice, Kelly. Yeah, I've caught some shadows. And sometimes it's weird. Sometimes you'll catch those ones where you know without a shadow of a doubt that you just seen something or witnessed something. And then there's a lot of times you're just questioning your eyeballs. Like you're not 100%. But it's still enough to freak you out. It's got coffee and water 24/7. Probably a little too much sometimes. There for some months I was hitting it too hard, man. I was waking up. I was taking the cap off the whole thing of instant and I was just pouring it in my cup. I started off with the scooping, but I ended up with I just wake up, pour it, tiny little shot of hot water in there to mix it, room temp, and shoot it. And I would do that multiple times. And some of those cups, I think it was messing my stomach up. I think I was just getting too much. Tall ones in the room. John seen tall, dark shadows in the room. Man, you need to pray them suckers off there, man. You know what that is? If you've seen it, if you know, you know. You can kick those suckers out of there though too. It can be scary for sure. It can feel terrifying, but name of Jesus, you got to go. And it's not always that easy. It's really it's not that easy. You got to go to war a lot harder than that. But that's that's where it's at. Does this happen a lot to you, John? I'm only asking because I experienced that when I was younger. Hey, Kelly, I see shadows and sparks out of the corner of my eyes. Sparks with no fires around. I feel when things are close. Yeah, you can tell if something's around. I don't know if everybody can. Sure can. Nothing really scares me but red horn things. The red horn things. John, tell him to F off. Only when stressed. I get it, man. Been there. I've hollered. It gets upsetting sometimes, with the mind games and how they operate, especially if you ain't catching it and you're just all squirrely, a little squirreled up, a little tuned up in the brain and in the heart and the mind. I get mad at their tactics. It's like, come on, show yourself. Let's just do it. You'll probably kick the crap out of me, but if I could just get one lick in, it'd feel great. So I know exactly what you're talking about, John. It's that warfare. There's a good way to look at that too, John. I'm thinking about the right way to say this. I've thought a few times, especially when things are real hard, and a lot of times it'll be like when God really starts tugging on me, and I'll start making that turn and getting drawn a little closer, and that's when I'll really get hit hard. And so that's something to think about, man. If they're hitting you hard, it's because you scare them for whatever reason. You're a threat. Kelly, I had a dream when these long red arms with sharp claws pulls me down in my bed, and the walls are fire, and the heat was making me sweat. I was screaming when the light above me was almost gone. Holy smokes, man. That was scary. Yeah, I was putting myself there. That is terrifying. Infinite, watch out for Shapey Poo. No, I don't have nothing against. He's doing his thing. But man, it's so just totally wrong, and really made it sound like this is what Bear did. And it's like, man, come on. I was there all by myself. Can't take that from me. But a lot of those guys are funny too. I don't know. I guess there's something going on. I don't know much about their all how they do things. I got a good idea, and I know. But if there's some kind of feud in the debunking world, I'm not sure. It sounded like it watching his one video on me, like something was going on. I don't know anything about that, and I'm not trying to cause nothing either. People love his stuff. He's funny. He's got his people. Didn't sleep for 2 days, no kidding. Then I started to say our Father over and over and over again, and the light started to get brighter and brighter. Then I woke up in my bed, still saying our Father. Amen. That's awesome. That just gave me the chills in a good way. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. They can be scary, but really, they got nothing. But then again, you gotta sort of be what? Wise as serpents and gentle as doves. Because they've been around a long time and they're good. It makes me upset. I mean, I get dealt with a lot, and I go through a lot of things because of whatever. But it upsets me when I see other people in a situation where I can clearly see like it's a spiritual attack, and a lot of people just don't see things like that. I don't know. I think it's easier for me once I realize, like, wait a minute, no, 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 no. It helps me. It helps me to get reset and go against it. John, got you, man. Yeah, a lot of things are spiritual. You can lead a lot of things, and take it back to a spiritual root. Right. You're right, Kelly. And that's another thing I wondered. I know I might have mentioned it to you guys before a long time ago, but it's a question that I've had to God a lot. Like, why'd you kick my door? You know, if you kicked everybody's door in like that, man, like there'd be a lot more people seeing. So I don't know why he did that, but it does make me question, like, man, life changing, new reality. Why don't you do that for, go kick everybody's door in? No, thank you, Kelly. My family's awesome. They are. My kids are so great, so funny, mischievous. My boy's so much like me, it's scary. It's scary. That boy has no fear. I'm like, goodness, can't we just wait a few years, son? Chill out, pump the brakes for a minute. Let's learn to walk first. Start wiping our own butts. And unassociated thinks he kicks a lot of doors and just people don't always realize. Maybe that's a possibility too, because where I was in the middle of a desert taken away from everything. No phone calls, to stripped from everything, so all there was pretty much me, sand, the Bible, and the pastor, and the other people. But yeah, we had nothing but, which I think is how I needed it, because distractions and everything, I needed to be placed in the middle of nowhere and fed. And then you can go and you look back in your life, family's number one. Yes, sir. And someday I will have that other channel going where there'll be some more family. I'll put some more family adventures and different family lives on there. Because they are funny. There's some days I was sitting there thinking, like, we just need cameras set up all over the place running 24/7. Because these kids are hilarious. Well, real sweet, too. They got that sweethearts. You're right. He wants them to choose him. 25. Still love what? Still bringing it, huh? It's sort of funny, like back in the day, grandparents, parents, it's like, man, as soon as you're 18, get out, get a job, and get out. That used to be the thing. Well, with my kids, I'm thinking, like, man, I want to be sad. I want to be. You guys, we just need a bigger house. We need to buy a whole block or a big patch of woods and all live in that patch of woods. my big baby, just the other night went out to, well, it's it's a country bar out there, but they shut it down. I guess they have like a teen night or something. And so it's all teens. They have line dancing and stuff, but her and her friend went. It was killing me. It was killing me. John, but they live in Australia. Oh, I missed something. Family number one, but they live in Australia. Oh. Are you here in the States? Where are you at, John? Man, Australia would be cool to see too. You guys got some of your own little wildlife type thing going on out there, huh? New Zealand. Whoa. What in the world? Somebody must have done that from the house. I was, he just scared the crap out. It was Marissa just must have locked her door and the horn went off. It's sitting right behind me though. Goodness gracious. A little minor heart attack. I'm gonna stir those flames up a bit. Snap, crackle, pop. That's more better. Oh, not associated. Yeah. Bigfoot just rolled up in a Jeep, man, scared the crap out of me, tooting. A mimic beeping. Behind me sounds just like a car alarm. You never know, it'd still be creepy if it come back in my neighborhood. Bigfoot stealing the car. Sabrina. Shut the front door. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Oh, you know what? I got pennies in the truck. Truck's right here. I'm gonna grab some pennies and get rid of, well, I guess some water. I will be back in a minute, but we'll try the penny thing, just see if it works. Because one of you guys, if anybody's just tuning in, said copper. Because sometimes I'll throw little color changers in the fire. But somebody said copper is what they used to use. So we'll try pennies. Deacon, come to Florida. Let's go skunk aping together. Well, I am coming to Florida, actually. Skunk aping. And gatoring, hopefully. I don't know. I was really wanting my next time in Florida to find a gator. where we're at, I don't know. I mean, they're all over, but I wanted swamp. I wanted to be out there in it. Like maybe go where not everybody would. Skunk cave, that'd be awesome. Yeah, let me go get some pennies and take care of some of this water. Now we'll be back. Do pennies work? Maybe when they heat up? Amanda, I still haven't checked everything off that list yet. All right, I am back. I like this setup here. I'm gonna have to do this for all the fires now. I got a, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I got the phone sitting, no, you can't see it. I got it sitting up high, but pointed at the fire for you guys. And I can sit in my chair and read you good. Hands free. Callie getting sleepy. Well, good. If it's about bedtime, I'm glad I could help. Peaceful, peaceful fire to go to sleep to. Oh, Amanda, you guys are awesome. Hey, see you later, John. You have a good night, man. Or day. I'm not sure what time you're at right now, but. Hi, Amanda. Got any spooky stories? So it looks like only a small handful of us like the fires. Spooky story time. We chatted about the LBO a little bit. And for anybody that wasn't on then, I found out that 32 people, or that's what one of you guys said. Chester, hey Chester. 32 people got torn up by, they say, a wild animal out there. Like the story to us, a dog man. And I only knew about the one family, and that made me want to go down there. But now 32, that's going to be way scarier. Kelly, taking care of my mom, living with her while she heals from hip replacement, working 10-hour days, and still running own house, husband and dogs. I'm pooped out. No doubt. Put your feet up and decompress by the fire. Yeah, Kelly's getting it. Getting it. Don't burn out. That probably can, that's its own set of battles right there. Our old boy can slip at and start poking at our enemy. Never seen that spelling before, Sabrina. Man, you're doing it all and some. Shout out Kel, Supermom. Hope your mom heals up quick. She'll probably feel a lot better. I know some people had the hip replacement, and like, man, they were limping and hurting and in pain for a long time. And once that happened, and after, oh, I forget the word for it, but rehab, hip's good. I know, I'm sorry, I'm a window licker. Hey, that's a good one. So, the theory on the lead paint, right? Let's talk about that for a minute. That's sort of, that has its own rabbit hole. So lead paint, bad, bad, bad. Oh, bad. Everything got to be changed. Oh, man, super. But this, that, bad, bad. It got to the point where, man, we've been looking for houses for a long time, but we're waiting for that house that we know it's it. I can't tell you how many houses we've looked at in the last 8 years, but it just hasn't been it, though. You know, we'll know. But anyway, there was this one house, and the realtor, man, freaked out. So my kids, they're little, I mean, goodness gracious, especially at that age, JJ, he was at 100 all the time, you know? So as soon as we walk in the house, there's like a hand on the wall or something. She freaked out. Like, sort of, like even had me sort of step back and look at her for a second, you know, because she got like, I don't know, like this lead paint. She started going on about this lead paint. And like, I thought she was like scared to death. She was scared to death about this lead paint. And I don't know, it really hit me weird. And so I seen something a while back, and it's an interesting theory. But so right around the time that they started making the push against the lead paint, because everybody's houses was covered in this lead paint. Well, shortly after that was when like I don't know if it Wi-Fi's yet, but the technology was changing. So it could get, so one of the theories is that whole thing, the big scare and everybody's got to change it and everything, was so that these waves could get in the house. Because think about it, if you get an X-ray, they slap a lead vest on you, right? Lead keeps everything out. I don't know. Interesting rabbit hole, though. Has anybody else heard that one? And if you have, what's your thoughts on it? But seriously, man, this realtor, it, man, I was a little shocked. It takes a lot to make me step back and really go like, wow, because I mean, people are people, but I was not expecting that. Freaked out over that lead paint. Like, hey, had me thinking for like 2 seconds, like, oh man, is my kid in danger for touching that wall? Anyway, my lead paint rant. Interesting theory, though. Hey, Phil. Sabrina, yes, but remember I was saying a theory, because, yeah, Sabrina. Yeah. You did mention that. I like it. That makes, I mean, shoot, I haven't really started tearing down into it yet, but that's been twirling around back there with the 160 other things at one time. Yeah, Kel, right. Sounds probable. And it's very interesting how the dates even line up. Like shortly after, you know, we got to get rid of all this lead paint is when. A lot of head scratchers out there. It's a very interesting world. I can't see through the laser beams. Yeah, like, man, look at them all safe down there in their lead boxes. We can't get to them. That's it. It's bad. It's going to kill everybody. Got to get rid of it. I don't know. I do know this. This might have not have been good, but I never realized how bad lead. Remember the split shot sinkers? Well, there'd be a lot of times I didn't have a pair of pliers on me, man. I used my teeth every time for them lead sinkers. Yeah, that's half my problems. Dang lead sinkers. Lead leggers. Yeah, Cal. That's interesting, huh? It got your gears. I know. So it might have been Sabrina was the first time I heard it. But it instantly got my gears turning too. Like, wow. Yeah, I could see that for sure. I have sharpened pencils with my teeth. See, right there. One of those things I was just talking about earlier. Shadows. John, I think he got off, but we was talking shadows. And sometimes you know when you're seeing something. And then there's so many times where you just wonder if it's your eyes. I just had one of those a second ago. There hadn't been nothing weird like from my peripheral on this left side the whole time. But just a second ago, big black spot. But when I turned to look, it was gone. Weird thing, like weird for a real quick split second, but is it your eyes? One of those weird questions. You don't know. Have you looked into blood types? In which way? I know there is some weird stuff with that too. I'm not well read on it though. RH negative. Huh. That's funny. So RH negative for sure has weird things. And Amanda is RH negative. And Kel's RH negative. Oh. I have no idea what I am. I couldn't tell you. Is that something does everybody know their blood type? I should probably know that, huh? I know I got a bag that clots blood real quick if like I ever gotta cover up a huge wound for whatever reason. From the star people. What, like a hybrid? Have you ever seen your eyeballs do any weird things? Like you ever get those cat eyes going on? Or what are we talking? I have to look into it. I don't know anything about that. Infinite's be positive. I like that. Be positive. If we could all be positive. Whoa. What was that beside me? The monkey race factor like everyone else. Okay, yeah, apparently I know nothing about blood. Because I don't know what that means either. I mean, I think I do by what the name is, but I'm not positive. Monkeys? Have you heard about the man behind the mask with a big knife? No. Sounds interesting. Anyone can take our blood, but I can only accept that type of blood. Wow, man, you sort of got gypped on that deal. So what happens if this weird stuff start happening to somebody else if they get that? What kind of weird stuff? Acquired minds would like to know. Whole new. Oh man, I just started talking. What in the world was that? Did you guys hear that? Oh wait, there it is. That sounds like a peep. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Man, at first I thought it was a peacock, but there ain't no peacocks around here. And I thought it was a baby, but that's not a baby. It's still going on. I want to have to say cat, but really weird cat sounding. Yeah, you'll hear them cat fights sometimes, or coon fights. Both can sound bad. It is springtime. Man, the neighborhood's gonna be exploded with a bunch of stray cats. That's what that means. They're gonna be peeing on everything. Sorry, I love animals, but we got so many strays around here. They peed in our dryer vent the one time and got all the clothes. Everything smelled like cat pee inside the dryer. Oh man, it sounded like a bird. I thought peacock at first. You know what a peacock's? I'm not gonna do the sound, but I have. I've done a peacock imitation before, and it's sort of, man, it scared the crap out of you if you was just sitting there and a peacock went off right behind you. Have blonde hair and green eyes. Thunderbird. On a Thunderbird, I'd expect it to be like you could feel that thing. Could be wrong, but that Tom man, he like that's my spot. That's my spot, Tom. Had everything in the dryer smelling like cat. Here's the worst thing. So the one outfit I was my work clothes, and I was heading out the door, like right then, and I opened it up, opened it up, and man, it hit me. Boom, just straight cat pee. Guess what? Slid those cat pee clothes on, went to work, mad all day though, smelling the cat pee here and there. Everybody else gets a little whiff of the cat pee. Sticky cat pee. You know, it's not like I ate a bunch of asparagus and went over to their litter box, you know. Kale, blonde hair, blue eyes. That's what I had pictured with the star. What'd you say, star? There's another name. What other names would you call it? Asparagus. Man, I love asparagus, but it's weird what it does. It's potent. Healthy, though. So I'll tell you, first time we grew beets, right? I love beets too. So now I'm growing them. Man, we harvested a bunch. I ate so many beets that I was scared. I'll just say that, man. I told Tiff, I'm like, hey, so I just took a pee and it was like, I'm bleeding. And I ate so many beets that my pee. Sorry if I grossed you guys out, but it was sort of funny after figured it out after a minute. But that was scary. I'm like, holy smokes, man, that ain't right. Might need to get another couple logs on there. Huh? My hand's cold again. Anunaki. Okay, wait. Here we go. Anunaki. Spelled so wrong, but I think you'll be able to read it. Oh, yeah. I'm the same way. I misspell stuff all the time. But if you look at it, I know everybody knows what I'm talking about. Lake loons can have an eerie noise if you don't recognize it. Lake loons. Eternal flame. Hey, eternal flame. Yeah, my husband said I was from out of this world. That this world could only handle one of me. I just threw a pillow at him. That's a compliment. Eternal. Yeah, Anunaki. Interesting. So, yeah, I don't know enough about it to be able to even talk about it yet, but so I'm getting the RH negative. Is it super duper rare? And why then is it tied with the Anunaki? Would be my next questions, if you know. Super duper rare? Super duper rare. And everybody can accept it. But you guys can't accept anything else. Red. And then, hey, isn't it really blue though? Isn't that the thing? Like, right? And then when it hits oxygen, it becomes red. That's weird thinking our blood's blue. Unassociated green? Huh. The bad thing is the red. Chris calls me all the time for donations. All red crossed. Really? That's curious. What do you think? What do you think about that? I'm actually not a huge fan of those guys. I wonder, do you? Same thing with you, Amanda? Did the Red Cross come to you? Yeah, non-associated, right? And the veins are blue. It's just weird picturing like blue blood flowing. Maybe like a dark, almost super dark blue, maybe. Most people don't know. Oh. Oh, so you was, what, bleeding out, and then, so they had to find the super duper rare blood for you because you couldn't take anything else. I'm glad they found it. Oh, I see. Okay, because I see. Man, that would be. Was you awake the whole time? Or never mind, never mind. You don't have to talk about it. But if used to that point, definitely scary. Oh, man. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, until I lost consciousness. Phew, boy. You guys have me intrigued on the. If I remember when I got the time to research on the bloods. Always heard that, but don't know. Phil, I'm cross dominant, meaning I don't know what hand to use until I'm doing whatever it is. And I can only use one or the other. Well, that's interesting. Man, I almost missed that. I stepped away from the fire and missed some stuff, guys, but. Huh, I've never heard of that either. Could it be a different hand? Could it be the same thing, but depending on what time you're going for it, a different hand takes over? Man, you guys got my brain buzzing right now with all kinds of gears are grinding. I'll never be able to go to sleep tonight. I'll have so many things going on. Feels being funny. Ah, that's good. That's a good one, man. I was thinking, like, wow. Right until you do it. I like it. Man, when I throw with my left hand, it's embarrassing. I might be able to hold it together a little now, but well, I just seen something else move that's not there. Those things are weird when it happens. Man, that even made me lose track of what I was even saying. This thing was white though. It wasn't. It was big and white. All right, wait. I gotta get. What was I thinking? Oh, throwing left-handed feels ridiculous. I can write left-handed. Marissa does some things a little wonky too. I'm left-handed, but do everything with my right. Oh goodness gracious! Sky Jim. What in the world? Are you kidding me? That that's got to be the fire doing that. Oh, bowling left-handed. There's a treat. Sky Jim. Hey, Sky Jim. Man, you ever come across that jar and you try the first couple little tricks and they don't work to your liking, so you find yourself just beating the crap out of it on your counter, just smacking that sucker. That gets it. You try to do it gentle, couple ways, always ends up with a beat down on the counter. But that jar comes open. Where's everyone from? Roll call. Chico, California. Sky Jim, I live the fire. Oh, love the fire. I can write with both feet too. I don't think the pennies worked. They don't look like they worked. It was a nice size handful. Maybe you need a ton, or well, maybe pennies ain't it. That'd have been cool though if pennies did work. Cave City, Kentucky. Love, love. Michigan. Georgia. Oh, places I want to go. Florida, coming soon. Not associated, yeah. Yeah, you're thinking like, mercy, man, what's going on with this lid? Like the normal tricks. You know, you even use a little warm water. About three good smacks on that counter. You hate doing it to the counter, but it works every time. Yeah, it's like, share, subscribe, Amanda. Hey, what about watermelons? I'll find myself every year, and I have no idea really what I'm doing, but you hear, you know, there's a certain way you smack that watermelon or whatever it is to tell if it's right. I have no idea, but yet I'll still pick, I'll still pick that watermelon up. Sometimes I'll even smack a few of them just to see the differences. But I couldn't tell you which one's better by the sound. I still smack it though and listen. Yeah, more water than ever. I know. I try it sometimes. It's usually right after that don't work. That's when it gets the countertop. God, Jim, when we see D again, not sure. I don't have anything lined up. I do know the next time that I head down that way, I was hoping to do something I know Doug wanted to do. It's really, really cool. Don't want to say it out loud yet, but I would love to do it. I think Doug would like to see it, but it'll be scary. But rare. I like one of the biggest. Yeah, I'm not going to give away too much. One of the biggest things in, I think, America. Right, Amanda. But you heard of the tap thing, right? I don't know if I've ever heard it explained well enough to where I know what does that even mean. So what's the sound? Yeah, Skyja. Next time I get down that way, it will be. Hopefully, we can do that one thing. That will be really cool. If you want a good watermelon, don't let Sabrina pick it. So, okay, here's an easy one to figure out for you then. Start smacking them, and then whatever it sounds like, pick up another one. If it sounds different, take the one that sounds different and see if you don't get a better watermelon next time. Yeah, oh, it is good with salt. I quit doing that after the blood pressure thing. I think I have slipped in a couple here and there, but yeah, cucumber and salt. Man, that's a good thing about summertime. Get that veggie garden going, eating out the garden. And then corn season comes in, you hit that one good batch, and you're just hogging out on corn for a bit. Yeah, the salt complements the watermelon well. I agree. Yeah, blood pressure problem too. Oh, Sky, yeah, if you haven't, probably like it. Everybody's spanking a bunch of melons. Come on, admit it. If you're a watermelon smacker, I don't know if I do it every time, but I do it a lot because it does. It gives off a little. You hear something, we got a little. You got to test a couple of them out. I don't know which one's better, but you got some different sounds in there. Oh, I know. That a bunch of stuff comes and eats it. I used to have a groundhog. He was living in the lilac, and he was showing up. I used to feed the birds and the squirrels too. And that groundhog would be under there all the time eating. I think he went over. He'd be tearing up some plants. Skunks. There'd be a skunk here for a few years, having a little litter. I'd sit out here and watch them. The little baby skunks are cute. The rabbits. Shoot, there's even deer coming into. There was deer in here one day, eating the garden. The peeing cats. I know. I was thinking that, but then I just get my head started rolling on everything else that gets the garden. I do. I think that now every time I bring vegetables in, because I see the cats peeing. The one day I'm washing dishes, one of the male stray cats went by. There's a neighbor's. I could see the corner of the neighbor's house. Male cat pees all over the corner of his house, marks it up. I wasn't even done with the dishes. A whole other male cat, stray cat, comes by. This dude stands all the way. He stands only on his front feet. I was actually impressed with his abilities, but so on his front feet only, squirts that same spot down too. That was just like a little load of dishes during that time. I like this. I've always enjoyed the smell of skunks too, unless it's fresh. Like if you're right up on the freshness, I've had that one time. That's too much. That's way too much. But that distant skunk, that not right in your face skunk, but he's out there a little ways. That skunk smells good. And the babies are cute, man. I'm surprised little kids don't get sprayed more because you see a little baby. I mean, there's nothing threatening about that. Who ain't gonna want to run up and try to grab a little cute baby skunk? And it's funny. They're not even big runners. They're not very scared. They're not. They just hang out. They're not big runners. It's pretty much on you if you want to approach. They're not. They're not getting ready to run from their acorn or penis, whatever it is they're eating on. I've gotten a little too close, but like I said, I don't always make the best decisions. And thankfully, I haven't been sprayed, but you want to get the closest look you can on them cute baby skunks. Non associated. Living in Amsterdam. Infinite. I don't have one. I thought about it, and it's funny because my brother-in-law just mentioned. He's like, "Have you ever heard of that Aztec death whistle?" I will say, though, I am not wanting to. I'm really trying not to put. If I had a death whistle, I would definitely test that sucker because it's intriguing. I've always been intrigued by it. It's a very interesting thing. We definitely have to try it in some different settings. I keep to think about the skunk episode of 2.5 Men. It's the funniest. Man, I've seen probably all. I can't. That one's not standing out. Two and a Half Men was funny though. I'd watched a lot of it. What's the brother's name? He cracks me up. I'm gonna take mine to LBL on Halloween night. Oh, your pops had a baby skunk? I've been around some that's had the scent glands. They still have that. There's something there. I mean, it's not. They ain't gonna spray it, hose you down or nothing. They always got that something. It's not necessarily that good skunk smell from afar. A little something there. That and what's the other? Like weasels, ferrets. They got that little something to them. They're cute though. Hey, Paula. When you and Jakey, was anybody else able to see it? Man, when I edit, it's really small on my. I edit on my phone too. I'm not, I guess, smart enough for the computer yet, or quick enough. But there's a couple times I was trying to look. I'm like, man, are they going to be able to see that? I thought there might have been a couple flashes where you might have been able to, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, they were red. And that was scary. And the more I was thinking about it, like, man, that just, could that possibly? Jakey is super fun. I just can't take Jakey I can't take him to too bad too dangerous of places, but I knew he was going to love that place. Got to do some rock climbing too. It's so pretty out there. Nighttime's way different, way different at night. But daytime, it's really you can see like that whole gorge and everything. Yeah, on the walk, once we was done with the dogs, because it pretty much finished. What is that? That was spooky. I thought somebody was standing by my truck just watching us. Is what it looked like. So much so I had to go check, see there wasn't a lurker back there. Don't become bear food. I'm not worried about bears right here, but the people. People are getting nutty, man. Even around here, it's just things are happening all the time. People are always on the top of my list for coming across, the wrong one. There's more of the wrong ones out there now. Wrong ones are like popping out the woodwork. I have thought about bear spray though. Also because, wow, what is going on? Is it just that dark? Looks so weird to me. Shadows. Um, Lost my track of thought again. Freaking myself out over here. Oh, bear spray. Because there's another place I want to be going where like the big mountain lions could be a thing or something. Man, that'd be terrible too. But that bear spray, man, you can get anything with it. It's Sabrina. Yeah, we're at home tonight. Fire pit. I got a bunch of wood. Split a lot of it. I should probably even split it in some smaller pieces, a lot of them, but I got the whole stand filled up, so we're good on wood for a while. Could take it camping. Fires like this for a night. I wish more of you guys liked it. Only a small number of us like these fires. I think they're peaceful though. I could stare at a fire for hours. Give me a guitar and a fire in nighttime. I really don't need to go anywhere else for a long time. What's it like being close to a Bigfoot? Can you feel their energy? When something's close, it's like that. I don't know if it's Bigfoot or what. I line everything up with fallen angels, but you can feel them. You even see them sometimes if you're looking. I'm not talking just like how they manifest spiritually, but in people. I've had them look right at me through people and talk to me. And other times you can just feel it's like sort of heavy, real heavy, tight, everything chest tight. Those are bad feelings. Kel's mentioned Exploring with Bear fan page where like for our lives, for everybody that's on lives can keep on chatting. Might have to do that too. That's a good idea. If you guys want a place to chat, I could probably set that up. You're French, sorry for my spelling. Oh. I'm English and I'm terrible at spelling. You know, some words shouldn't even be spelled the way they had to do that just to screw with us. You know, the people making up those rules right then. I bet you there was a lot of laughing going around that table. Like, hey, this will really screw them up. Phlegm, Phelegm. There you go. Have fun with that, kids. Yeah, because some of the words make no sense. You look at the spelling, like, that's not at all how that word sounds like it should be spelled. Phone. Hey, I see it. I know what you're talking about. Man, I'm such a caveman. I never received nor sent an email to YouTube. Or got on a computer. I have to do the computer too. I still don't know a lot on it, like how to edit my videos and stuff. Eventually. But it's a lot of learning for me because before YouTube, I really didn't have much use for technology. I wish I'd have been recording things a long time ago, though. Knife, right. The K, huh? We needed that there. Might as well slap a K there. Nat, so Ray's doing spelling words the other day, and they're like the silent, sort of weird letters, and one was Nat. And so we just say it like good Nat now. Why is that G there? And Nat? Huh? Who made these rules up? You know, sometimes I'll just get my mind spinning when I start thinking about some of the things that have just been placed on us. And we just go along with, like, huh? I'm like, man, wait a minute. Who made this crap up, huh? Did start videos of the cats. Bet your daughter and you were stopped. I got a couple Jack's videos. I got a funny cat too. He's a handsome boy. There's a couple shorts out there of him. Cats are funny. Pepe Le Pew, yeah. Paula, English teachers. Are you an English teacher? I'd probably drive you crazy then, huh? I think some I don't speak right a lot of times. I have my own I have my own words sometimes for things. I think it's funny. It'll drive my family crazy sometimes, though. Jakey, well, he's fam. He is the nephew. Sorry, Paula, for our spelling. Stay in school, kids. Not many regrets out of my screwed up, crazy life. But I do wish I would have applied myself more in school. Graduated, but still can't spell. I know now, and it's funny because once you start doing homework with your littles, you start getting reminded all these things. Like just the other day, we was talking like gnat. What's the G there for? Gnat. So we're just gonna call it gnat. Now she don't have to worry about not forgetting that G. It's just gnat from now on. Run Ghost Tube on the videos. It works on the screen. Is that an app then? So I can do a video and have that on there? I might try it out. Yeah. 8th grade struggling. Man, they did this really weird math too. I wonder, I hope they stopped it, or right? I don't think they did. They went and somehow made that worse. I'm not sure when that all happened, but like somewhere after I got out of school, they went and switched math all up and took the easy. This is what they did. They took the easy math, the math we all love because we could just do it. It was real quick. They took that easy math and screwed it up. And so I'd be trying to tell them like, hey, like don't worry about that. Let me show you this. They're like, no, they won't count it. You got to do this whole blah 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 whatever that thing was. Big long laundry list of like really you could have just used 3 fingers and solved that whole thing. Now you're charting and diagramming. There's my math rant. Yeah, show their work, but it's in this weird way. It's a way that I've never even seen in my life. Facebook prison? Oh, whoa. It just said we reconnected. I didn't know we was not connected. Facebook prison. What do you mean? Get out of Facebook prison. Man, I be honest, I don't know a whole lot about Facebook. I just put some reels on there, and that is about it. So the Facebook prison, I have you on Facebook? That does not sound right. How would I have done that? Going back on one, gee, the whole education system is ridiculous. Showing work is a waste of time. Yeah, it is a very weird showing of work too. Like it was a whole new, it was a new math. This new, it's like the same math but on steroids. Yeah, go ahead, start throwing some letters in there too. If that's even algebra. I'm no good at math. I'm good at the easy math, as long as I don't have to show my work in a pie chart. Chester algebra is evil. Facebook has you in jail. You can't post. How'd that happen? I gotta try to put this together. Okay, I sent you Dee's Dark Adventures clip when she got dragged backwards. Oh, Kel, heading to bed. Hope you get good rest tonight. Awesome day tomorrow. You too, Kel. Sweet dreams. And she got dragged backwards. Do I have to open that thing or something? Maybe I've never seen it. That's another thing. I don't check a whole lot. I'll see some things come up if there's a comment and I know the person. Like I'll see you commenting, Donnie. But I don't even look at it's just oh, Donnie was a bad boy. Donnie. There's a shocker. Oh, maybe you can't send videos, huh? Maybe that's it. I have to remember and go try to find it. Maybe, I don't know. If I get rid of it, I don't know. Get rid of it? Delete it? I don't know why that do. I don't know. I don't understand those things. No, all in all, I know I can say the wrong things, or maybe not be totally politically correct for these times, all the time, but my heart's always in a good place. But I don't know the rules to social media. Like I could be screwing up so I just don't know. But this is me, and I don't think I get any strikes for being me with you guys. And of course, this isn't a place that I want the pot all stirred up where we're, you know, fighting and arguing because there's enough of that going on. So I don't know. Must be doing something. We're all doing something okay because I don't think I ever get in trouble. But it's hard to say where those lines are even at anymore. I don't know. LOL is a picture of David Harris Jr. for Trump. I don't know why they banned it. Oh. Like, share, subscribe. Yes, Amanda. brain. I think so too. I've heard of lives, like I've heard other people talk about lives getting all crazy. I don't know. I seem to have pretty good people. You guys are all great. We never had no problems. Great fam. Which is good because I like doing these lives with you guys. So it's something else. Like once I started doing them, I wish more of you, more of the other fam, like the fires, like this kind of thing. So I'm sure if there's a bunch on here, we could probably get some pretty good stories going. Get some of them opening up. And look at the wind hitting it. Let's get a good cool look. Oh, that feels nice too. I'm actually shaking a little bit. Summertime's close though. I was excited for winter, because after summer and everything, something different. The old winter camping. I started winter camping the previous winter, but I gotta say, I am burned out on freezing temperatures. Like I want to be able to go out all night without having my fingers feel like they're gonna fall off, nose gonna fall off. you know, Springtime will be perfect because then summertime you got that little spot too where it could be just wet all the time. It's so humid that you're just a sweaty mess all the time. There's that train. The train is a blower. No moon. Bunch of stars that you guys can't see. Dag nabbit. So who knows? Maybe one of these years' times, sometime in the future, I can get one of those really, really good cameras and learn how to do things online, editing. I hope the pictures came in good all night. I know some people can get upset when it doesn't on lives, but I mean, sometimes you just don't get you're in a bad spot, you just don't come in good. Especially when I get way out there, yeah. Like I went back to look and it was crappy because I seen comments that were saying how bad the picture was. It was very bad. But on the same note, I shouldn't have been able to go live at all from what I knew of that whole area. Because there's nothing out there. So the fact that I could get a little blurry time in with you guys that like it was still cool. You got to sort of get the feel for where I was at. Anyway, that fire's about done. And I'm about done. It's getting chilly. What? No way. Man, I am seeing... It must be just one of those nights or the way everything's sitting with the fire. I can't tell you. Come on, camera. There you guys are. I can't tell you how many times I had to do a double look tonight. Like just when I got up again. And it's always been right in between the truck and garage. And it'll look like something standing. And the one time it looked so much like it, and then for a little too long that it made me do a lap around there just to check, see if there's any lurkers. Anyway, fam, good chat tonight. Some interesting talk. I gotta remember, what is it? RH negative. I'll probably forget these things. My head's gonna be spinning on all our conversation tonight though in bed. I'll be thinking about all of it at the same time. Anyway, it was a good chat. Oh, here, look. Huh? That's right. That's right. We got wood. Anyway, it was a good chat. Fun topics. You guys that like these kind of lights, think you're sitting there just thinking, get gears turning for these nights. I like talking about weird stuff. Anyway, till next time, peace. Love you guys.